Hi, this is Mardy once again and welcome to my channel. Ali Pangalian Balindong is a Filipino lawyer and politician. He is the current Speaker of the Bangsang Moro Parliament. He is also a former Deputy Speaker of the Philippine House of Representatives and a member of the 1971 Philippine Constitutional Convention. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. At para updated kayo sa mga susunod kong videos, please click the bell notification below. At sana po, don't skip the ads and please watch until the end of my video. Ipinanganak sa isang Muslim na pamilyang Moro sa Pualas, Lanao del Sur noong January 1, 1940. Si Balindong ay ang panganay na anak ni Sultan Amir Macaurao Balindong, dating alkalde ng munisipyo ng Malabang, at Hadjato Maimuna Maruhom Balindong. Nag-aral siya sa Malabang Central Elementary School at nagtapos noong 1954. He then went to Our Lady of Peace High School and graduated in 1958. Kumuha siya ng Bachelor of Arts major in Political Science sa Manuel L. Quezon University at nagtapos noong 1962. Nag-aral siya ng abogasya sa parehong universidad at nagtapos noong 1966 ng Bachelor of Laws degree. Nagtuloy siya ng karagdagang pag-aaral sa kalaunan at nakuha ang kanyang Master of Public Administration degree mula sa Mindanao State University. Balindong engaged in private legal practice and served as legal counsel for the Moro National Liberation Front, which works for peace initiatives with the government. In 1971, he joined the Philippine Constitutional Convention representing the Lone District of Lanao del Sur. He started his political career when he held the post of Assemblyman from 1990 to 1993, representing the 2nd District of Lanao del Sur, and was elected as Speaker of the Regional Legislative Assemblyman of the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao between 1991 and 1993. In 1995, Balindong ran and was elected as the congressional representative of the 2nd Congressional District of Lanao del Sur during the 10th Congress. He ran again in 2007 and became a representative during the 4th, 15th, and 16th Congresses. In 2013, he rose to the Deputy Speaker post of the House of Representatives until 2016. Noong 2018, sa ilalim ng Executive Order No. 10, si Balindong ay itinalaga ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte bilang miyembro ng 25-member Consultative Committee to review the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Isang committee na binuo ng mga dating opisyal ng gobyerno, bitiranong abogado at academicians na inatasan ni Duterte upang lumikha ng isang federal na konstitusyon. Sa karamihan ng kanyang buhay pampolitika, itinaguyod ni Balindong ang matandang paghahanap para sa sariling pagpapasya ng mga Muslim na Pilipino sa Mindanao. Ipinakilala at isinulat niya ang Bangsang Moro Basic Law na kalaunan ay pinalitan ng pangalan na Bangsang Moro Organic Law sa 16th Congress. Isang privilege speech, sinabi niya na noon pa man siya ay naniniwala na ang naturang panukala ay magiging mahalaga sa pag-uumpisa ng pagkakaisa sa Mindanao at sa buong bansa, kung saan ang mga Pilipinong Muslim, Kristiyano, lumad at halos lahat ng sektor ng lipunang Pilipino ay maaaring mamuhay ng may pagkakaisa, kapayapaan at kasamang kaunlaran. Ito sa kanya ay mamarkahan ang pagtatapos ng isang 400 na taong pakikibaka para sa kalayaan at kasabay nito ay ginagarantihan ang karapatan ng bawat Muslim sa buhay, ari-arian at kasaganaan. During the presidency of Rodrigo Duterte, the BOL was passed by the Senate of the Philippines on July 23, 2018, passed by the House of Representatives on July 24, 2018, and signed into law by Duterte on July 26, 2018. The law provided for the establishment of the Bangsang Moro Autonomous Region to replace Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Noong 16th Congress, inihain ni Balindong ang House Bill No. 4832 o the Moro History, Culture, and Identity Studies Act na mag-utos sa pagtuturo ng kasaysayan, kultura at pagkakakilanlan ng Moro sa kurikulum ng mas mataas na edukasyon sa buong bansa. Ang panukalang batas na ito pumasa sa kapulungan ng mga kinatawan, ngunit hindi umabot sa Senado. Balindong has sought to highlight the ethnicity, shared origins, or commonalities between Muslims and non-Muslims to foster respect and positive relationships between minority and majority group. Balindong said, while Filipino and Muslim cultures may have differences, it is a fact that they are bound by a common heritage, the land they call the Philippines, and they have a lot in common, on top of which is the clamor for peace. Though Filipino and Muslim cultures have differences, peace is attainable through understanding, respect, and tolerance for cultural and religious diversities. Isa pang mahalagang pambatasan na inisyatiba na itinaguyod ni Balindong ay ang Republic Act No. 9997, na kilala rin bilang National Commission on Muslim Filipinos Act of 2009, na pinagtibay noong February 8, 2010. Ang batas na ito ay lumikha ng National Commission on Muslim Filipinos na inatasan na pangalagaan at paunlarin ang kultura, tradisyon, institusyon at kagalingan ng mga Muslim na Pilipino, alinsunod sa mga batas ng bansa at naaayon sa pambansang pagkakaisa at pag-unlad. Balindong filed and lobbied for House Bill No. 1447, which prohibits the use of the words Muslim or Christian in mass media to describe any person suspected of or convicted of committing criminal or unlawful actions. He argued that if the media puts labels on suspects and convicted criminals regarding their nationality, ethnicity, and religious affiliation, it fosters negative bias to people who share their affiliation, affecting the collective image of such groups. Binanggit niya na may negatibong pagtanggap sa tuwing binanggit ng ibang bansa ang isang kasambahay bilang Pinay sa simpleng dahilan na napakaraming manggagawang Pilipinong nagtatrabaho bilang kasambahay. Bakit ganon din ang ginagawa ng ating media sa ating mga kababayang Muslim? Sa katunayan, ang ating mga kapatid na Muslim ay isang minorya sa karamihan ng mga Pilipino. Ngunit dapat ratuhin ng may parihong paggalang at mga pribilehiyo gaya ng ibang mga Batanggenyo, Bisaya o iba pang mamamayang Pilipino. In one of his privileged speeches, Balindong said, "If some sector of society stands in the way of peace and progress, something must be done to make them toe the line. Being at odds with one another is not contributing to progress, despite the claim of economic gains brought about by the appreciation of the peso." Dagdag pa niya, kung ano man ang dapat ibigay, dapat ay sincero ito para hindi na kailangang bumalik paminsan-minsan sa negotiating table. Kaya wala nang dahilan para mag-away muli. Unity must not be dictated. The unity needed must come from the Moro and not dictated by somebody else but by the events of the day. Balindong believes in the power of elixir of eternal youth, and that is found in obedience to the principles of the Quran and love of service. Nang magdesisyon siyang tumakbo sa posisyong gobernador ng probinsya, hindi niya ito tiningnan bilang personal o politikal na ambisyon, kundi karugtong ng kanyang pagnanais na magpatuloy sa paglilingkod sa bayan at sa kanyang minamahal na Pilipinas. Para sa kanya, ang serbisyo publiko ay hindi bilang trabaho o trabaho, ito ay isang paraan ng pamumuhay. Balindong, having gone through the crucibles of life, both personal and professional, acknowledges that experience is the best teacher of life. With such principles, he deserves without a doubt to continue serving the people and will continue to serve in whatever capacity he can. Nang mabigo ang BBL na maipasa ang batas, ikinalungkot ito ni Balindong dahil ang susunod na henerasyon ang magmamana ng mabagsik na siklo ng digmaan at kapayapaan, at lahat ng pagsisikap, pampublikong pagdinig at debate ay itinapon sa basurahan. Thank you very much for watching. And according to Steve Maraboli, do not exchange your dignity for popularity. Shout out and thanks to the comment of Ricardo Oclaret. Maraming salamat po. And also shout out and thanks to the comment of Carbyong TV PH. Maraming salamat.